Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat datang di channel Ahmadcontech. Untuk bisa cepat menguasai materi adalah meniru dengan mengembangkan gagasan dan berulang kali mempraktikannya. Singkat kata, kalau tidak bisa ya dicontek saja. Pada video sebelumnya, menayangkan tentang pentingnya mempelajari dan terampil dalam membuat web e-commerce bagi mahasiswa yang mengambil mata kuliah e-commerce atau digital marketing. Judul besar dari keseluruhan materi atau modul yang telah saya siapkan ini adalah membangun toko online atau e-commerce dengan PrestaShop pada sistem Laragon. Karena video pembelajaran ini terlalu panjang, maka video ini dibagi dalam dua modul, yaitu modul A dan modul B. Dari masing-masing modul tersebut akan terbagi dalam beberapa modul lagi. Video pembelajaran ini adalah modul bagian A, berjudul Instalasi Software Laragon dan PrestaShop atau Laragon and PrestaShop Installation. Modul A terbagi dalam 7 modul, masing-masing dikemas dalam video pembelajaran. Tayangan berikut ini adalah modul A bagian pertama, membuat materi tentang mengenal sistem Laragon and PrestaShop Software Installation. Modul A terbagi dalam 7 modul, masing-masing dikemas dalam video pembelajaran. Tayangan berikut ini adalah modul A bagian pertama, membuat materi tentang mengenal sistem Laragon atau the Laragon System. Untuk itu mari kita simak tayangan video pembelajaran ini. The Laragon system is a portable, isolated, fast, and powerful web development environment. It can be used to develop web applications using PHP, Node.js, Python, Java, Go, and Ruby. Applications. Laragon includes a variety of useful applications for web developers, including a web server, database, and code editor. Frameworks. Laragon supports various frameworks. It allows you to build web applications using PHP, Node.js, Python, Java, Go, and Ruby. Tools. Laragon provides facilities to install other application programs that are needed during the project. Installation for editing applications, adding or changing database systems, and deleting projects can be done quickly. Here are some of the prominent features of Laragon. Portable. Laragon can be used on a variety of operating systems, including Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Isolated. Laragon has an isolated environment with your OS. This will keep your system clean. Fast. Laragon is fast and lightweight. It won't slow down your system. Powerful. Laragon supports a wide range of frameworks and applications. It gives you everything you need to develop modern web applications. Laragon has a well-organized folder structure that makes it easy for you to find the files you need. Here are the folders in Laragon. Bin. The bin folder in Laragon contains the binary files for the applications included with Laragon, such as the web server, database, and code editor. These files are required to run these applications. The specific files contained in the bin folder vary depending on the applications you have installed. However, you can expect to find the following files: web server, the binary file for the web server that you are using, such as Apache or Nginx. Database, the binary file for the database that you are using, such as MySQL or PostgreSQL. Code editor, the binary file for the code editor that you are using, such as Visual Studio Code or Sublime Text. You can access the bin folder by opening File Explorer and navigating to the following location: c/laragon/bin. Data. The data folder in Laragon contains the data for the applications that you have installed. This data can include files, databases, or other data. The data that is stored in the data folder can be
static files such as images, CSS, JavaScript, and HTML, dynamic files such as databases, logs, and cache, other files that are required by your application. You can access the data folder by opening File Explorer and navigating to the following location: c/laragon/data, etc. The etc folder in Laragon contains the configuration files for the applications that you have installed. These files control how the applications behave. The specific files contained in the etc folder vary depending on the applications you have installed. However, you can expect to find the following files: web server, the configuration file for the web server that you are using, such as Apache or Nginx. Database, the configuration file for the database that you are using, such as MySQL or PostgreSQL. Code editor, the configuration file for the code editor that you are using, such as Visual Studio Code or Sublime Text. You can access the data folder by opening File Explorer and navigating to the following location: c/laragon/etc. TMP. The TMP folder in Laragon contains temporary files that are created by the applications that you have installed. These files are used to store data that is no longer needed once the application is finished running. The specific files contained in the TMP folder vary depending on the applications you have installed. However, you can expect to find the following files: web server, temporary files that are created by the web server, such as files that are used to cache static content. Database, temporary files that are created by the database, such as files that are used to store data that is being imported or exported. Code editor, temporary files that are created by the code editor, such as files that are used to store unsaved changes. You can access the data folder by opening File Explorer and navigating to the following location: c/laragon/tmp. USR. The USR folder in Laragon contains user-specific files and directories. This folder is used to store files that are created or modified by the user, such as application configuration files, custom scripts, and user data. The specific files and directories contained in the USR folder vary depending on the user's needs. However, you can expect to find the following resources: application configuration files, custom configuration files for applications that have been installed by the user, custom scripts that have been created by the user, such as scripts to automate tasks or to extend the functionality of applications. User data that is specific to the user, such as user preferences or data that is stored by applications. You can access the data folder by opening File Explorer and navigating to the following location: c/laragon/usr. www. The www folder is the main storage area for your web applications. You can use this folder to store all of the files and directories that are required for your web applications to run. Here are some tips for managing the www folder. Organize your files and directories in a logical way to make it easier to find them. Use descriptive file names and directory names to make it easier to identify your files and directories. Back up your files and directories regularly to prevent data loss. By following these tips, you can help to ensure that your files and directories are well organized and that they are protected from loss. You can access the data folder by opening File Explorer and navigating to the following location: c/laragon/www. Thus, this learning video, hopefully it can help and be a reference for you. Thank you.
Demikian video pembelajaran ini, semoga dapat membantu Anda dan bisa dijadikan sebagai bahan referensi. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.